January 2026 means it's time to look at the market data. That's days on market, sales price and inventory in those three coastal towns that we've been tracking for the last 4 years. And those are Corona del Mar, Newport Coast and Newport Beach. Right, let's dive in, see what the data is telling us about what is coming up for 2026.
I'm Kiwi of the coast, the agent with the most.
Helping you maximize and sell the value of your coastal home, right? Diving into the data, here we go. New listings, they are the lifeblood of every market, and we're no different. 44 for the month of November, dropping to 32 in December. Now, is that normal? You bet it is, because a year ago it was 35. That means inventory, new listings coming on in December, tight. But we'd expect that, because guess what? Santa is coming down the chimney. Before we look at the number of sales, we've got to look and see what's transacting, going under contract or pending. 10 for November. Went up actually to 23 for December. Wow, that's a bit of a jump, but remember, there's that lag, that contractual lag for homes that are closing in 30 to 45 days, so to be expected. Now, if we look at the number of sales, well, November it was 50. What about for December? It was 46. Now, how does that compare for a year ago? Well, a year ago it wasn't much difference. It was 40, so slightly increase in the number of sales there. That's kind of good news for the market, but not enough to really buoy up and have a buoyant market like we'd like to have one of these days. Days on market, November 71. It's kind of a bit long, isn't it? I mean, 2.5 months, but that's the state of the market. It dropped in December back to 55. Okay, that's pretty good. That's about a month and a half. What was it a year ago? Well, it was over 2 months. So we're seeing now that those homes that are closing, the days on market, that's the time before, from when it goes on the market to when it's under contract, is shortening. And that's indicative of those all cash buyers out there jumping in, because guess what? They don't need as long to close. Active listings, this is the total inventory that's out there for buyers to look at. 276 for November, dropping to 220 for December. Means those people are coming off the market. Santa obviously coming. They don't want to have their houses on the market when Santa comes. So a natural drop at the end of the year. Now, what was it a year ago? Just by comparison, it was 206. So an increase. That's pretty good for us. Hopefully it continues. Average list price. Now, I think people are coming to their senses here. November was around 6.4 million. Dropped a little in December. Hey, that means you got to get a little tighter on your price to sell. That was 6.3 nearly. But what was it a year ago? And this is a huge difference. A year ago, average list was nearly 9 million. So people have come to their senses in terms of the prices that are going to sell. This just means that lower priced homes, more of them are on the market, which is why that average is such a big delta year over year. Average sales price, well, November 5.9, nearly 6 million. Now, in December, it went down slightly to around 5.25, 5.25, get it right. What was it a year ago? It was around 5.5. So the delta year over year, 5.5 to 5.25 million, is not a huge difference, slightly less. But what's really telling is what the asking prices were year over year. And you just heard me tell you that. The real estate market, it is constantly changing, and 2026 is going to be no different. Click on the video that's on your screen right now so I can keep you up to date with days on market, inventory, interest rates, and all those factors affecting you and the real estate market. See you on the next one. The Room.